Surprised, aren't you? Well, funny story actually. When Barnaby shoved Junior Boy into the wall that one time, he looked at me and said,
"Oh, how dare you return to my manor?"
Huh? But I'm a huge fan of yours.
With manners like that, I should just kick you right out.
So he tried to smite me, but little did that silly bird know that the power of Larry Boy lives in my heart. In this way, his quote-unquote curse became a blessing. So, you see, it's not nice to kick your guests out for no reason, Barnaby. Especially when I'm about to do a review. So, cue the intro. It's been a few months since I revisited Fit from Outer Space and had a falling out with you-know-who. So I was a little hesitant in revisiting the rumor weed. However, it's imperative to talk about what happened sometime after the Fib showed his face in Bumleyburg. This time, instead of a monster talking to kids and tricking them into doing bad things, we get a monster talking to kids and tricking them into doing bad things. Wow, nothing's changed since last time. Now, this Larry Boy video is said to be the hallmark in VeggieTales' animation. You'll notice major changes in the shadows, the lighting, the theatrics. Let me tell you, there's plenty of theatrics in this one. That many people in the VeggieTales fandom will tell you that this was a major stepping stone for making a motion picture movie, making Rumorweed practice for developing Jonah. Yeah, Jonah. Even the behind-the-scenes featurette of Rumorweed would not shut up about Jonah.
With Larry Boy and the Rumor Weed, I was taking the company in a very clear direction towards producing a feature film. We were pushing the lighting, we were pushing the score, we were pushing the animation, we were pushing the effects.
We started Rumor Weed as sort of practice, for making a feature film, trying to concentrate more on cinematography and just, how we frame the shots.
But come on, I already did a review on Jonah, so let's bring our attention back to Rumorweed, shall we? By the way, for this review, I'll be taking extra precautions on how much footage to show and where to place only still images. Because after that stupid copyright claim from Big Idea/NBCU, I do not want to deal with those idiots again. Just want to go on the record, since this is a review, and I am giving my opinion on this particular VeggieTales video, which, by the way, shows up as re-uploads on the official VeggieTales YouTube channel. So, you can't fault me for that. That was y'all's doing. So now that I've set the table... let's begin, shall we? The video opens with two boys walking out of a movie theater. The same thing that happened last time, except the movie was garbage.
You remember what we saw the last time we were here? Hey, kids.
Rude! It also doesn't help that this moron specifically wants $1.28 from the kids.
Your mom gives you $1.28, and I want it.
Alright, fine, go buy yourself some Mountain Dew. Jeez. Just go down Naraki Road and then turn on Vischer Street.
I can't afford Mountain Dew! The economy's rough right now! You son of a
Okay, let me tell you guys this. This scene used to give me goosebumps. Why? Given that one of the inspirations for Larry Boy was Tim Burton's Batman, it makes sense for Larry Boy to emerge from the darkness like that and confront our bad guy with a gruff voice.
Who are you? I'm Larry Boy.
We're then treated to almost a minute of Larry Boy manhandling the Milk Money Bandit before literally sending him into a police car. Ah, classic Larry Boy. Now, what if I told you that in the next part of the scene, Larry Boy kinda sorta knocks some plant off the rooftop, and it kinda sorta lands on a power line, and it kinda sorta gets zapped while some chick is on the phone, and it kinda sorta turns anthropomorphic. Now, wait a minute, wait a frickin' minute. And yes, I've heard this conspiracy theory numerous times.
That, LarryBoy was the one who caused the rumor weed incident in the first place.
But hang on, let me just play devil's advocate and say, hey, maybe LarryBoy didn't know that the plant was going to come to life if it landed on a power line. Maybe he would have been less clumsy on the rooftop. Otherwise, there would have been signs everywhere. You would think that the most concerning part would be for watching out for passerbys down below. So you shouldn't knock things off of rooftops if people walk by there. But no, let's crucify LarryBoy for knocking over a plant. Oh yeah, and this next scene? There is no scene.
So I repaired the chafing dish, then sent the chef out to get...
Why? I'm guessing budget cuts, or they had no time to animate this bit, because people were behind the scenes working on Jonah. I don't know, that's my guess. It's kind of like if I did this. So Barnaby offers to kill Billy so that she could join his party, but she tells him no. So being the imbecile that he is, he chases Billy throughout his funhouse of horrors. Rather than just show you guys what's going on, right? Luckily, these kids are none the wiser.
Wasn't that a great story, kids?
By the way, this video came out in 1999, so none of these kids haven't been exposed to TikTok yet. What are they gonna do before then?
But I'm a bit winded from my storytelling. Go home and recharge my batteries.
Well,
Okay, if you were these two kids and you heard someone say something about going home to recharge their batteries, what would you do? A, ask what that means. B, ask the teacher what that means. Or C,
I don't know, draw your own conclusion.
if you guess C, then we're
Did you hear what Mr. Alfred said? Why would he say that?
You know, for a kids show that teaches Christian values, you would think that they would explain what figurative speech is. I mean, if you ever read the Bible, you would know that Jesus spoke figuratively in his teachings. But the fact that our kid characters don't know what figurative speech is, that reminds me of some of the misunderstandings that people had with Jesus back in the day. I mean, really think about it. So you see this temple, tear it down, and I will rebuild it in 3 days.
Huh? But it took forever to build this dang place.
Okay, if you guys had built this place, you wouldn't make it into a den of thieves.
But we're just selling stuff. Nobody's stealing here.
But that's the thing, you guys are selling stuff at a house of prayer.
A house of prayer? What is that?
I don't know.
These kids are so dense that they don't freak out when they see a talking weed, especially one with way too much Botox.
Tell me what it is you're keeping to yourselves.
Remember, this is Junior's second time talking to strangers, while this is Laura's first. So, Junior has no excuse in kicking off the rumor weed incident.
We think Mr. Alfred is a robot.
No.
So obviously they tell the weed about Alfred allegedly being a robot because of what he said in class. And I say allegedly because I still believe in the idea of innocent until proven guilty. So obviously the rumor spreads. And by spreads, I mean whatever backyard the rumor weed can find. Because we don't see her visiting the mayor's office, even when the mayor is like, oh, well, I've been hearing strange things about your friend Alfred.
They are saying very strange things about your friend Alfred. I don't believe them.
So she was supposedly visited by the weed. Off camera, I guess.
It's like, yeah, but you're hearing this stuff? They're saying very strange things about your friend Alfred.
Yeah, they said it to me off camera, so... Yeah, I guess that's one of the main problems of this video. It rather tells you than shows you certain scenes. That's why there seems to be missing scenes or things happening off camera.
Alfred, there's a huge weed in your flower bed. I told it to leave.
Well, to be fair, if space aliens exist in the LarryBoy multiverse, then talking weeds are pretty much normal in this world. So he gets a call from the mayor, and he has to suit up for action. And by action, I mean using a weed whacker and then hedge clips, while the rumor weed is treating the neighbors to some good old LSD lighting and disco. Hey Alfred, got any suggestions?
It doesn't photosynthesize.
Why do we care if it takes pictures?
Not even our hero understands words.
Look, I fed the data about the weed into the Letty satellite.
Alfred, why are you feeding a satellite? That thing can't eat food. That's not what I meant, Master Larry. Master? What am I a master of? Telling plants to leave?
I told it to leave.
I like how Larry Boy looks at the audience at some point as if to say, are you guys understanding any of this? Now let's sit back and watch this continue to unfold.
That's the satellite! Oh my goodness!
What?
So, something so little as bumping into a joystick can trigger dramatic acting. Wow. So when Billy sets her arms down, then that caused Barnaby to look at her in a creepy way? Dramatic acting! So let's set the stage for more melodrama as we find out that the rumor weeds are connected to a much bigger one.
How do you kill a weed? You go to the roots!
Dun dun dun! So, just like Professor Egad sends out Luigi to take care of some ghosts, Alfred sends Larry Boy to take down the mother weed.
I've planned out the entire mission. Are you insane? It's all part of the plan, Master Letty. Once you break through the tunnel wall, I'll give you more directions.
The radio isn't working.
That means I can't give him his direction!
Keep in mind, the instructions that Alfred is supposed to give Larry Boy, he never gives it to him. Why? Well, let's just say that the Larrybobile drives off into the sky, dives into the ground, and then crashes into the sewer, only to have Larry Boy's radio disconnect from Alfred's transmission. Yeah, so the one thing that Alfred was supposed to give Larry Boy, he's not able to give it, so we really don't know what the plan was supposed to be to begin with. Yeah, sure, there was a goal, take out the mother weed, but what the heck was supposed to be the plan? Okay, it baffles me to this day that I'm stumbling with my words here. Anyway, I think time was wasted on things that didn't really need to be there. I think if this reused establishing shot of the neighborhood was replaced with a transition, then we would have gotten more time for Alfred to discuss the plan. Like, check this out. I want you guys to watch this. Here's an easy fix. And big idea? Don't even think about copyright claiming me for this bit, because I'm trying to prove a point. See? Doesn't take that much to improve a scene. Oh yeah, and adding something to the classroom scene rather than a blank screen? Or don't have Alfred tell that story at all. I don't know if it was time constraints because of the Jonah movie or something like that. I think that this video would have benefited from having Alfred describe his strategy to Larry Boy on how to take down the motherweed, but instead, we only assumed that there was no plan to begin with. And Larry Boy's mission was done completely in vain. And he's stuck in the sewer. So whatever, cue the chair spinning.
I'm coming, Master Letty! Yes, I'm here!
To make matters worse, guess who's coming out to play? It also doesn't help that there's an angry mob waiting for Alfred to show up.
He's got a shiny metal head! That's my helmet! Your robot brain! What? No!
Dude, just take off the freaking helmet! Alright, this is getting stupid now. Let's check back in with Larry Boy.
I'm a super hero.
Never mind. Back to the street justice on display.
Our children are in danger!
Yet you bring your kid to this damn thing. Yeah, forget the fact that the rumorweed has destroyed a lot of this town with its vines and shit. Let's crucify Alfred for being a robot. the one thing that the Rumorweed does right in this scene is that she rats out Junior and Laura for starting the rumor about Alfred. So what does Dad Asparagus think about the recharged one's batteries comment?
Oh, kids, that was a figure of speech.
Thank you. Finally, some common sense. If there was more common sense in the story and in the script, especially when it comes to LarryBoy, then the Rumorweed video would have been a masterpiece. Unfortunately, we would be forced to wait until 2006 to get our masterpiece. So everyone in this town knows what to do, right?
I remember when Alfred helped me out with my dinner party.
He helped us with our bake sale.
Wait a minute, when did this become a eulogy? He's right there. Right frickin' there. Anyway, nice words end up saving the day. Big shock. While LarryBoy doesn't. Another big shock. Hey, I'm LarryBoy. I did absolutely nothing other than that scene at the beginning. Okay, bye! But before we go, LarryBoy and Alfred explain the moral of the story, which is Proverbs 12:18.
Huh? Words are like swords? I didn't know you could sword fight with words. Where's my dictionary?
That's not what the verse means. God, you guys are missing the point of this video. People don't know what words are. That's the thing. Oh my god, this is getting stupid. What's even more stupid is that we had to gloss over a lot in this video because Phil and Mike are not with VeggieTales anymore. Like, if they were still with VeggieTales, they would have appreciated the reviews on VeggieTales videos rather than give out baseless copyright claims willy-nilly. And with the LarryBoy movie supposedly in the works, reviewing that movie only to get copyright claims for doing so will sure be a bloodbath. But I will say this, growing up with this video was amazing. I mean, come on, I enjoyed how much time and effort was put into making this video, and how it helped make Jonah the motion picture that it was. I enjoyed how the stakes were made higher than the previous LarryBoy video, and how it took itself a lot more seriously, even though much of it was melodrama. And as someone who grew up with VeggieTales, and with LarryBoy obviously, watching this video over and over back in the day was worth it every single time. It's no secret that this video wanted to push the boundaries when it comes to having a cinematic feel, because again, this was what made Jonah the movie that it was. As for the LarryBoy multiverse, this video is alright, but I don't think it's a masterpiece. In my opinion, that title belongs to LarryBoy and the Bad Apple, which will be re-reviewed next year because this video took some time to make, and I have other major videos to think about right now, so LarryBoy, if you don't mind, take us out of here.
See you next time.
Ta-ta!
Anyways, those are my thoughts on LarryBoy and the Rumorweed, again, because I did a review on this video like years back, kind of like how I did with Fit from Outer Space. But anyways, guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like on this video, and if you want to support the show like Junior Boy and Dizzy Drizzled, subscribe to my Patreon, or become a channel member like SMG3 Fanatic. Yep, get some behind the scenes tidbits, sneak peeks of anything and everything, all that shebang bang. Or if you just want to leave a one-time tip for me, go to coffee.com/RonnieGunzow06. Anyways, I gotta make sure that nobody's starting a rumor about me. Otherwise, you'll hear from the motherweed, I guess. Anyways, eyes and pleasure ears of the LarryBoy multiverse signing out. Signing out because I got a whole bunch of stuff on my plate right now. And don't break my plate, Junior, or I'll know about it.